Hey everyone, welcome back to the Final Builder course. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Final Builder interface. And this is where all the magic happens. So let's get started. First off, what you see here is basically the Builder interface when you have gone from your hub and you've clicked Create Custom Layout. This is where you'll enter and see. So let's start by breaking down how the builder works and operates by going through the navigation menu. What we have here is we have our elements pane. If we click on that, we can see all of the different elements that you can drag and drop into the layout. And these are basically the building blocks or building elements that you'll be able to use to create your full custom POS experience. We'll go through that a lot deeper as we get further into the course. Next up, we have our pages pane, and this is where you will create and navigate different pages in your solution, as well as pop-ups and customer-facing display pages and so forth. Next, we have our actions pane, and really this is where you will create all of your different actions. And actions are ways of navigating between pages to creating custom checkout flows, dynamic actions such as if there is $1,000 added to your cart, then I want to add 10% discount and say add a note that says thank you for being a loyal customer, or any sort of crazy ideas that you may be able to come up with for your unique checkout flow. We'll go through that a lot deeper. It's really part of the secret sauce of the Final POS Builder is this whole actions page. But we'll go through it a lot deeper as we go into the course. And next up, we have our navigations here. So basically, we're able to undo and redo. We're able to zoom in on what we see here. This is what we call the canvas, the POS canvas. And we're able to navigate around on that using a Command and Control key. Then I can move around. If I want to zoom in on a specific section, I can use my Control or Command with mouse wheel. Then I'm able to zoom in and basically see specific things in how clear you want to see it and whatnot. We have a couple of other hidden nuggets here, which is if I click on this, it'll go to fill mode, which is basically whatever I have here. It's going to try and fill the full canvas in terms of width. And if I change anything, if I, for example, pull out an element, you'll see that it automatically resizes. Then next we have our fit, and what you see is suddenly here we can see our bottom and the full screen, and we're basically fitting the whole page into the screen here. This is especially useful when you want to get a full overview. For example, if you're building a kiosk solution that often a vertical layout or anything like that, it's nice to be able to zoom out and see the whole thing. That brings us on to the next pane here, which is our size pane. We're able to basically set preset sizes or fully custom sizes. And what you'll be able to see is if we shift here, then the whole layout changes behind the scenes into whatever screen resolution that your unique device have. Another little feature here is show device skin. And what this does here is it basically shows you the full build as you're building it. So if we shift over and see it with our combo device, for example, then you see that. We haven't added anything to the build, so you won't be able to see anything inside. But as we go and build the POS solution, I'll be sure to load up the different ones and see it in an iPad view and so forth. Anyway, let's go back to our common size here, our full HD, which is a very common size to build in, and move on to the next. Over here, we have our structure pane. And basically what that is any elements that we add in, you'll be able to see the different structure of how your POS is built. And we'll go through that a lot deeper as we start adding elements. It'll make a lot more sense, but know that the structure pane is here and you're able to resize it if you want a better view of the different elements. currently there's only the base layer, which is our canvas here. Next up, we have the settings pane. What you'll see here is we have first off store data. We're able to load directly into the system. Again, we'll go through this much deeper as we get into adding the individual elements, but just know this is where you're able to set and change the data that you're viewing. So if you're creating a specific product page, you're able to load the different products in here and see how they will show. For those of you who like dark mode, we have added that. We also have a way of adding container outlines. We'll go a little bit deeper into it, but basically if I add something to the canvas here and I say show outline, you'll see that the outlines are always there no matter what. For now, we'll delete this container and hide that. Most people won't need it. It is nice if you're building in certain grids or whatever. We're also able to set background colors if you're building a dark mode or anything like that. Then that's nice to have. We're also able to change the language of the builder interface here. So if you want to see it in your native language, you're able to do that. Then we have our text fonts. Basically, this will apply to anything that you put into your POS solution. You're able to change the fonts to whatever you would like. This is super powerful in terms of building for kiosk solutions and stuff where you really want to tweak the design experience. And then we have our global colors. Basically, we're able to go in, add a color here, and name it whatever we want. We can say my color, and then we have now saved the global color, which we can use over and over again. We'll go through that as we build. I highly recommend setting up some of your brand colors. We'll be using the original final colors, but obviously you can change it to whatever you prefer. Next up, we have our save button. Basically, we're able to save the build wherever we want. And then lastly, as this disappears, we have up here our publish button. And what that really is about is you're able to publish different versions and write your changelog notes or your different build notes, saying, for example, added a new payment button. And then we can give it a version. It will automatically go to the next version. Right now, this is a brand new build. But as we publish here, now we're basically pushing it out to our different devices. And yeah, that's how all of the publish features will go. We'll showcase that as we get deeper into the build and start actually having something inside of the build to show. We'll be going a lot deeper on the publish buttons, but just know this is where you will be able to control your different versions of the build and your different stations out in the stores are able to work at different versions. So you can, for example, push a new version and be able to test that on just your device. And then when you feel good about the experience, you can roll it out to all of the different stations that you have in your locations out around. Anyway, that will be it for this in the builder. In the next video, we are gonna start setting up our layouts here and talk a little bit more about the building blocks or elements. Thank you very much for listening, and can't wait to see you again in the next video.